Blair Adams was a construction foreman, dedicated to his work, well-liked by colleagues. A regular guy with one notable struggle. Years earlier, he had battled alcoholism and overcome it by attending daily Alcoholics Anonymous meetings for 2 full years. But in 1996, something changed. Blair became anxious. He hardly slept. He was constantly on edge. His mood would shift without warning. His loved ones grew worried. When they asked him what was wrong, he stayed vague. And at one point, he uttered a phrase that would echo long after his death. "I shouldn't talk about it." On July 5th, Blair walked into a bank in Vancouver and withdrew all his savings. He put everything into a black duffel bag and vanished. 2 days later, he tried to cross the U.S. border by ferry, headed for Seattle. But border agents found him suspicious. They searched him and discovered large amounts of cash, gold, and jewelry in his bag, and noticed glaring inconsistencies in his story. Blair was turned away. He returned home, but continued acting strangely. He refused to sleep at his apartment and stayed with his mother instead. He told a friend that someone was trying to kill him. He told his mother that people were spreading rumors about him. Everything pointed to fear, paranoia, urgency. A few days later, he booked a flight to Frankfurt, Germany, where he had lived briefly the year before, helping his stepfather on a construction site. His ex-girlfriend lived there too, but oddly, just 2 hours after buying his ticket, he canceled the flight. She wasn't expecting him. To this day, no one knows why he changed his plans. In the middle of the night, Blair shows up at a friend's house. He's panicked and asks her to drive him to the U.S. border. She refuses. It's too late, and she has no idea what's going on, so Blair leaves, alone. At dawn, he tries to cross the border, on foot. A strange move that immediately raises red flags. Border agents stop him, question him again, and send him back. But Blair doesn't give up. He heads back to the airport, rents a Nissan, and this time, he drives himself to the border. Somehow, he makes it through. Once in the U.S., he drives to Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. There, he buys a one-way ticket to Washington, D.C. for $800. That's nearly double the cost of a round trip. To investigators, it's a red flag. Urgency has replaced reason. Blair just wants to get away as fast as possible. He lands early the next morning, rents a Toyota, and starts driving south. By 5:30 p.m., he's at a gas station in Knoxville, Tennessee. He fills up and pays in cash, but when he returns to his car, it won't start. A tow truck driver named Gerald arrives. Blair hands him the keys to the Nissan, but he's driving a Toyota. Confused, Gerald asks him to check his pockets. Blair refuses. No explanation, just a flat-out no. Gerald, still puzzled, offers to drop him off at a nearby hotel, the Fairfield Inn. At the hotel, Blair acts strangely. He walks in and out of the lobby multiple times. Eventually, he pays for a room in cash, leaves the change, takes the key, and never goes to the room. At 7:30 p.m., he simply walks away. That's the last time anyone sees him alive. The next morning, around 7 a.m., construction workers find his body in a parking lot right across from the hotel. He's dead, and the scene is bizarre. Blair is half naked. His pants are pulled down, socks inside out, shoes off. Scattered around him, $4,000 in cash in multiple currencies. His bag is still there, filled with jewelry and gold bars. No robbery, no clear motive, just a man with multiple injuries, a serious blow to the head, defensive wounds on his hands. But the fatal injury? A powerful impact to the abdomen, causing massive internal bleeding. In his hand, a long strand of hair. It's not his, and to this day, it matches no known DNA. His stomach contained recently eaten food. 2 women later said they saw him at dinner with an unidentified man shortly before his death. A composite sketch was made, but led nowhere. In 2010, the case was reopened by a cold case unit. Still, no breakthrough. Years later, Blair's mother revealed something strange. He had been planning to go to Atlanta for the Olympics. Why hadn't she said so earlier? And more importantly, why the detours, the paranoia, the erratic behavior, just to attend a public event? Theories abound. Some say he was being chased. Others believe he was hiding something, or someone, that he owed money, or was carrying sensitive information. Some suggest he had an undiagnosed mental illness, that maybe he was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time, assaulted by a stranger. There's even speculation about prostitution, a meeting gone wrong, ending in violence, but none of it quite adds up. Every theory leaves something unexplained, and that's what makes Blair's story so haunting. Even today, investigators say it's one of the most mysterious cases they've ever seen.